November Sierra 5 Kilo.
November Sierra 5 Kilo.
Yes, November Sierra 5 Kilo. Ron, I'm down here in Arkansas and heard you in there, and I believe I've talked to you once before, but I've made some adjustments on my radio, and I didn't know if it was sounding good to you up there or not.
Well, it's sounding good, but it could be sounding a little bit better if you would be interested.
Yes, I would.
All right, starts with the compressor engaged at a 3. Turn the compressor on and at a 3. Roger?
Okay, I'll try that on a 3.
Okay, so you got your compressor on and it's at a 3. Ron, do you copy KC9VKV? You just faded down. You almost are gone. Is everything still on, or did you have a power amp, or where'd you go?
Well, it should be right there. I haven't changed anything on the power settings or anything.
Roger, now you're back. It's very strange. It just, I thought I could hear you way back in there, but it was 30 dB back in there. But now you're back up. Let me hear you again, please.
Okay, there's the compression set at 3 o'clock. The compression is set at 3 o'clock.
All right, now move to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand and adjust your ALC meter to where it runs mid-scale to 2/3 by way of your mic gain control.
Okay, let's see here. All right, I've got the mic gain cut back a little bit. It looks like the ALC is right around the range.
Yes, it looks good. You're about 3 dB, so average percent of peak modulation is 80 to 85. Now, do you know where your EQ is?
No, I'm not. I know it's I've got the high bass and treble cut back to about a -3.
Is it a 3-band EQ?
Yeah, it's on the Icom 7800.
Okay, so 3-band EQ, I always keep the mid-range flat. You know, the whole idea behind the EQ is to strike a balance. And the balance is the bottom to the mid-range and from the top to the mid-range, and that's how you get balance. So if you boost the mid-range, it's almost impossible for your top and bottom to catch up for balance. So I say would keep your mid-range EQ flat and then adjust your bottom and top EQ for balance. Roger?
Roger. Okay, I appreciate that very much.
So if you could check that, we could continue on and get our EQ curve going. Roger?
Okay, I'll have to get in here. Okay, let me see. All right, on my bass, I've got it set at number 4.
That's a 4 boost?
Yeah.
All right, and what about your top end?
Okay, the very top is set at a 4.
That's a +4?
Yes, a +4.
And what's your mid-range?
The mid-range is a 0.
Excellent. Now tell me about, give me about 10 seconds on your antenna system.
Okay, all right, I've got the mid-range set at 0. And the bass is also set at 0, or the bottom end is set at 0 also. So I'm assuming I probably need to move it up.
You're confusing me. I thought the bottom was at +4 and the top was at +4.
No, the bottom is, yes, the bottom is at +4 and the top is at +4, and the mid-range is set at 0.
Roger, it sounded pretty good. What I wanted you to do is give me about 10 seconds and talk about your antenna system. Just leave the EQs alone for a minute and let me hear it for about 10 seconds.
Okay. Well, I'm using a wire antenna up at about 75 feet. It's an inverted V form, and running an ICOM 7800 into an Alpha 8410 amplifier. Over.
Roger that. Now, I'm assuming that you only have, well, how much more top-end EQ do you have left?
2 more. I can go up to 6.
Take it up to 6 and let me hear you. Treble boost 2 dB hotter than where you are to a 6. Treble boost to a 6 and let me hear you.
Okay, there's the treble boost up to a 6, and I'm still on the same antenna of the radio and everything, and maybe you're copying this a little better.
Yes, sir. Now, you would not have any idea what difference that made, but you will if you go to YouTube and do that call letter search, KC9VKV, bring up our Qso-Vlog page, and you'll be looking for a Qso entitled My Group Air Check 4/17/20. That is today's date. My Group Air Check 4/17/20. And the difference was walking into opening a door and walking into a room. It was that decidedly different. That articulation was just exactly what you need.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds real good. Then I'm very pleased with it. And yes, I will. I heard you telling that other gentleman to check in about 24 hours, and he may be able to hear it. And I'll be doing the same thing.
Roger, Roger. Well, it usually takes us about 48 hours, a couple of days. It'll be there. And like I say, it's My Group Air Check 4/17/20. So you get the Gorilla Tape out, don't touch a thing. Just taper it down.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got all the buttons pushed back in where I can adjust them, and that's the way I'll leave it.
Excellent. That's just perfect, Ron. Well, you'll hear it. 3's to you, buddy.
Okay, all right. Well, I sure do appreciate it, and 73's to you, and you're doing a fine service for everybody in their audio. RON-NS5K, Arkansas.
Roger, Ron. 3's that way, sir. Have a great afternoon, evening, and weekend. And if you get a chance, jump back in next Friday. We go from 3:30 till 5 on 7188 and record the whole thing. And then later on, sometimes we bust pieces out. YouTube is becoming particularly onerous these days about changing things. I don't know. They just change things arbitrarily, and I wish there was some way that you could tell them how stupid they are sometimes. But it's like the Wizard of Oz. It's like trying to get hold of somebody at YouTube. It's like trying to get hold of Oz. You can't find the right curtain. Anyway, we're going to jump out of here. I'd like to say we have this beautiful close that I would read if I could ever find it, but I never can find it. So I just am going to say 3's to everybody that participated. And if you get a chance, go to YouTube and do that call letter search, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and on the Qso-Vlog page you'll be looking for My Group Air Check 4/17/20. And with that, we'll say 3's all, and we turn the frequency back to normal amateur use. This is a KC9VKV clear.